Hello, hello, and welcome to Alaric Channel's weekly news update for the week of October 7th through to November 2nd. We got a lot to go over this week as we get into it, but before anything else, we want to give some appreciation to our wonderful supporters. With the basic tier supporters being the Atomic Squid, Candlecorn, Barbara, and Braindead. Thank you all for supporting. And extra special thank to our double tier supporter, Distros. I can read. Remember, go follow me on Ko-fi to help support me. And there's actually a very good reason you might want to do that. Because we're near the end of October, and if you become a supporter, hang on. At the end of this month, the supporter vote ends, and we start a new one at the start of next month. So again, to recap what this vote means, starting next week, we have the first ever supporter series beginning, a series voted on by the people who support me. But we need to figure out what we're going to play after that. What we have right here is a list of all of the games that have been suggested by my supporters. And everybody who donates, even if you're doing a one-off donation, can partake in this vote. There's other votes for higher tier supporters, so if you donate more, you can get more votes. But either way, this here is going to be used to help determine what we will play after we beat the first supporter game. Not just this vote, but so in November, I'm going to start another vote, meaning later this week, after this one is done. And what will happen is I will add together the results of both the October vote and the November vote, and whatever votes come after, however many months it takes to beat the first supporter game. All of these votes will be cumulative. So every month you support me, you will get another singular vote to push toward the game you want to see me play. And you're allowed to vote for more than one thing on one of these, so if you really want to see either Mass Effect or Halo, you're allowed to vote for both. So this vote here is going to be very special for dictating the future of the channel. And the best way you can do that dictation of the future is by becoming a Ko-fi supporter. And also, let me just go ahead and... Yes, membership tiers. These are the only ones that I really expect anybody to do. The ones below are more than anything kind of... Oh, well, no, the triple tier I kind of wouldn't be surprised, but the solid gold and don't are kind of joke tiers. But yeah, benefits you can get for supporting me listed on these. So yeah, go to my Ko-fi, support me, and you can directly influence the channel and receive various pieces of artwork and other bits of content bonus content as I'm able to make it. Sorry to my Ko-fi supporters that there's been a little bit of a lack of bonus content. The last 2 weeks have been incredibly stressful, and I can only hope the next week is going to be better. As I'm recording this, I haven't actually gotten my work schedule yet, so I don't know if it's going to be better or worse. Woo! Anyway, let's actually talk about this week's upload schedule. You can see there's a lot of gaps here. I wasn't able to get More Grounded or Gary's Mod or... Halo Legendary Run, or even the Fallout Tabletop campaign recorded. Also, Shadow Space and Fallout by extension when it comes back are switching from bi-weekly to tri-weekly to help alleviate this issue of not being able to get the groups together. But, sadly, very little in the way of bonus videos this week, but all of the main videos are still there. So, let's actually start going over these videos, starting off with Sunday, October 27th. Give me a second. Sunday, October 27th, we have, excuse me, clearing my throat. Also, why is that scheduled incorrectly? We start off with episode 136. Oh, as always, sorry. If a video is less than 20 minutes or more than 30, I'll be highlighting it here, otherwise assume it's within that length. We start off with episode 136 of Death Stranding, just chatting, a nice chill episode, and that's followed up with episode 325 of Tears of the Kingdom, Great Fairy Kotara, in which we awaken the second Great Fairy. I was trying to remember if that was the second or the third. And then we cap off Sunday with another Sunless Sunday, episode 54, The Far East, where we travel to brand new frontiers. Moving on to Monday, October 28th, we've got two wonderful videos for all of you. Episode 53 of Fallout New... Oh, I forgot to mention that Tears of the Kingdom episode, 325, Great Fairy Cortia, is going to be 42 minutes extra long. Sorry. Now, can you tell I don't script these? Moving on to Monday, October 28th, we start off with episode 53 of Fallout New Vegas, Getting Revenge, which clocks in at 29 minutes, which is close enough to 30 that I feel like mentioning it. And then we have episode 326 of Tears of the Kingdom, Going Back Home. Then moving on to Tuesday the 29th, we have episode 137 of Death Stranding, Apocalypse Talk, clocking in at 29 minutes, again, close enough to 30 that I feel like highlighting it. And then we have the extra special hour and 11 minute episode 327 of Tears of the Kingdom, The Final Dragon Tier. Which, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it's a standard episode for the first 20 minutes, and then the remaining 40 minutes of it is sort of fun little bonus thing. But, you know, still fun stuff to watch. Then moving on to October 30th, Wednesday, we have episode 54 of Fallout New Vegas, Cooked, a extra long 31 minutes episode where we deal with Cook. And then we have episode 328 of Tears of the Kingdom, the 31-minute Back to Death Mountain again. Aw, shit. Here we go again. Then moving on to October 31st, Thursday. I don't mix up my Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm an adult. Shut up. We started off that day with episode 138 of Death Stranding, the old back and forth. We then have episode 329 of Tears of the Kingdom, Tasty Rocks, and then we cap off that day with a bonus video, episode 5 of Borderlands with Doodlesar, Badasses, where we kick some ass. Then moving on to November 1st, this Friday, we have episode 55 of Fallout New Vegas, the 44-minute Sunset Sarsaparilla, where we explore the tastiest bottling plant in the wasteland. And after that, we have episode 330 of Tears of the Kingdom, Downhill Derby, which is just a fun little episode. We have a good time in that one. And then we cap off the week on November 2nd, starting off with episode 56 of Fallout New Vegas, the 34-minute In the Caps, where we finally begin to earn back the wealth that we'd previously lost. We follow that We follow that up with episode 139 of Death Stranding, Get That Bread, where we get that bread, gamers. And then we have episode 331 of Tears of the Kingdom, Secret of Typhlo Ruins. And we cap off the week with another game dev video, which I've actually yet to record as of the time I'm recording this. And I'm recording this, like, not too long before it has to go up. So, you know, if you're seeing this, there may still be a chance for you to go and catch a stream of me doing this, for joining the Discord in order to, excuse me, join the Discord if you want to be able to know when I'm streaming that. And, you know, sorry that my streaming schedule has been a little spotty. Like I said, it's just been, last 2 weeks have been incredibly stressful. But hopefully things will begin to get better, you know. This week, there's a lack of bonus videos, but no absence of content. We got lots of extra long videos this week, which is nice. And next week, things are going to start getting extra special indeed, as this whole calendar here is going to shift its appearance a little bit. And we're going to be moving a little bit further along in the transitional stage we're in as the Ko-fi supporter series begins. After that, we just have to wait until we beat either New Vegas, Tears of the Kingdom, or Death Stranding to officially begin to phase out the supporter series. Or, I mean, not the supporter series, phase out the old calendar system and enter the new one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the supporter series beginning airing. I've already done the first stream of it, and it was an absolute fucking blast. And I'm looking forward to playing more of the game that it is. Man, I've been loving just doing all this content and doing this for all of you. I wish I could do it more frequently, but day jobs be day jobs. But if you ever want to see me record more, support me on Ko-fi. I'm going to take a moment to just do another little Ko-fi plug and mention, like, if you support me on the Ko-fi, there is, like, a number of benefits that I'm just going to talk about a little bit more. Hang on. Let me just... So, yeah. First off, you don't need to support me monthly. Many of my posts and the basic tier vote, you can gain access to just by making a single dollar donation, and you'll have access for an entire month. So, you don't need to be a monthly supporter. You can just throw a couple bucks at me and you'll be fine. But if you join as a first tier supporter at $1 a month, you will get to... One, you'll get a credit on my first game release. Everybody who becomes a monthly supporter, I list down their names in a document I have, and you will all be put in the credits of whatever the first game I release is, whether that's Marble Island Roll or something else. And you'll also get to not only partake in the votes, but request the games you want to see appear in the votes. So, like, you know, if you just don't give me money, or if you just donate money to me, flat out, you get to vote on the votes. But if you specifically sign up to be a monthly supporter, you are allowed to request a game you want to see me play. So it's a little bit of a benefit. Then there's the Supporter 1.5, which I introduced recently to create a cheaper tier that stands between Basic Supporter and Double. So I'll talk about the Double Supporter first. If you're a Double Supporter, you get... There's a every single poll I do, there's a second version of the poll that double supporters get to vote on, so you get double the votes, basically. As a thank you for giving more. And also, that's when, you know, double tier supporter, if we just look at the supporter list, you know, come on, you get a 10x10 piece of sprite work of your request, which Distros got here of a video game character that they like. And this is just a note to Distros. You are free to give commentary on if you don't like that, and so long as you remain a supporter, you can request a change in it once a month, and I will make that change. Or minor changes, I will make as soon as I get them. Like, if you're just like, oh, can you change the color of the skin tone slightly? Or, I don't like how the eyes are positioned, can you make them a little smaller? Message me on Ko-fi, Distros, and I'll make those changes. But this goes to all the double tier supporters. If you just want to change what your icon is to something entirely new, every month the supporters are given the chance to ask for a change in what their sprite representation is. So, you know, there's that. You'll also get access to hard action content when you're a double tier supporter. This is content relating to my tabletop campaign or system, all of the rules of which can be found in the Discord. Which also join the Discord because there's votes that happen over there to dictate what the Discord game is once we beat Death Stranding. And of course, double tier supporters get to get all the other benefits of the single tier. Now, the 1.5 supporter tier is sort of a middle ground between the two. They get a 5x5 sprite rather than a 10x10 sprite for their symbol. And that's really the only... Oh, and they also get the Heart of Action content. So, going through them, from basic supporter to 1.5, the new benefits you get are you get a piece of sprite art, and you get access to Heart of Action content. Then becoming a double tier supporter, your sprite art gets bigger, and you get a second vote on all of the votes. And then if we move down here, the triple tier supporter, which is the last of the actually serious tiers, their benefit is that they get, they get a third vote on everything. Their sprite is upgraded to a 20x20, doubling in size. And other than that, all of the benefits are the same. But, you know, oh no, there's one more. A chance to design your own character to appear in Shadowspace. I forgot that one was there. So Shadowspace, the running tabletop campaign I have going, you can, like, I will message you and be like, hey, do you want to make a character who will appear in Shadowspace? You won't get to play them, and they'll be more than anything a small bit character. You know, like a bartender or a random street urchin or something that the players will very quickly interact with and move on, but you'll get to have a fun little character. But then moving on to the what I call the joke tiers, because I really don't expect people to do these, is solid gold, but I still gave these worthy benefits. So if you donate $100, it upgrades from a 20x20 to a 40x40 sprite in your honor. You get a 4th vote on every single poll, and there will be gold exclusive votes. In which any gold tier supporters will be able to request a game they want to see me play, and this will be separate from the Ko-fi series. So this is a way to get another series on the channel is by becoming a gold tier supporter, and the gold tier supporters will get to vote on that game as well as vote on the other votes. And once you enter gold tier, you have the chance to play games with me when I stream them. Games like Lethal Company, Garry's Mod, and maybe even further down the line, Minecraft, once I get a server of that set up. Gold tier supporters will be given invites to these games and be allowed to play with me and join in on these things, allowing you to be even more of a part of the channel, as well as all the other benefits. And then the don't tier. This really is the one that is here as a joke more than anything, that was inspired by the wonderful YouTuber Overanalyzing Avatar having a don't tier. At don't tier, for $1,000, you get a 5th vote, you get an 80x80 pixel sprite, access to the golden votes, access to normal votes, you're allowed to make golden vote requests, you know, everything's the same as golden voters, with one additional benefit. Every individual don't tier supporter will get a playthrough dedicated to them immediately upon becoming a don't tier supporter. So if I get 4 of you donating $1,000 to me, that's 4 more playthroughs on the YouTube channel that I will try and keep up with. The reason I'm comfortable with promising this and not being afraid that it will overstress me is because if I just get 2 don't tier supporters, I can quit my day job. Simple as that. If I'm having 2 people giving me $1,000 a month, then I'm financially stable. That's all I need. If I can get $2,000 a month, all of my problems will be solved. I need you all to understand that. And on that vein, did I ever update this? Hang on, let me go to the About section. Kind of. I gotta actually update what this says. The $2,000 goal there. So what that is like, if I can get to the point where I'm earning $2,000 a month, then I've become stable on YouTube. And if we get to that point, I will start an additional supporter series. If across all donors I'm earning $2,000 a month, I will start another playthrough as a thank you, because I will be earning enough that I will be able to do this full time, and I'm not afraid of being I desperately want to give you guys more content than this. You know, as evident by the fact that I was pushing so hard to get Grounded and Garry's Mod and Halo stuff recorded regularly. The only thing that is stopping me from doing more than what I'm doing here is my day job. The fact that I have to go to a job every single day, like most of my shifts are 9 to 10 hours, and I work like 5 to 6 shifts a week. And then the one day off I get every week, I then have to spend doing a lot of the taking care of my own personal health stuff, and I can't, I was supposed to stream on a recent day off I had, but I did not stream at all because the whole day was taken up doing stuff that I had to do for physical and mental health. I want to do more content desperately. In the early days of the channel, when COVID was going on, I was uploading 5 videos a day, and I loved that, and I want to do that more. I want to give all of you content, and I want to give you all content that you want, but, capitalism, gets in the way of art. Calling my fucking gameplays art. It's performance art. I do performance art. But yeah. Like, I don't know. I would love the support if you guys gave it. But also, you know, you don't need to support me on Ko-fi to support the channel. Watching the videos is enough. Commenting on them, sharing them with your friends, joining the Discord and chatting. I love getting messages from all of you on the Discord and talking. Also, man, definitely worth joining the Discord because you get funny things like Atomic Squid. My friend has been making memes based off Shadow Space and has been posting them there, and it is delightful. I highly recommend, join the Discord just to interact more directly with me and my other content creation friends, because it's just a good time over there. We do silly things. But yeah. I hope you've all been enjoying, and I hope to see all of you next week. Ta-ta. Well, I really hope to see you throughout the week in all of these videos. Anyway, ta-ta.